Good morning, students. Okay, today this is the lecture 5th, and in this lecture we will continue the next problems from problem number 11th. Okay, till now what we have covered in the past lectures is we have understood how to use the values of small g at a height, at depth. Then we have also learned to use the Kepler's laws. Okay, that is t square is directly proportional to r cube. Okay, and then we have also learned two different types of velocities: the orbital velocity, the escape velocity. Orbital velocity is the velocity which is required for any particle that you throw. It should keep on revolving around the planet. Next one is escape velocity, with which velocity if you throw, it should not come back to the Earth's surface. It should always keep on flying. Those two velocities that we have also learned, which formulas also we have learned. Okay, so first today we will just write in today's lectures all the formula on the board. Once revise it and let us start writing, solve the problem very fast. Okay. Okay, so problems will write first formula on the board. We have g at h is equals to again g in bracket 1 minus 2h by r, 1 minus 2h upon r. Also one more formula is that for the same thing for higher heights, g into 1 r upon r plus h the whole square. For depth we have g into bracket 1 minus d by r. Yes. Okay, then what we have used is t squared is directly proportional to r cube from Kepler's law. One more orbital velocity is equals to under root small g at that position, and where r is the distance. Similarly, the escape velocity is under root 2 g r. Okay, these are the problems. These are the things that we are going to use, and sometimes we also will use kinematical laws, kinematics problems we will use in the lesson. Sometimes we will use Newton's NLN, that is laws, and in problems also we will use one more thing that has come in this, that is kinetic energy equals potential energy. Okay, that means it is nothing but law of conservation of energy. Law of conservation of energy. Okay. These things we have been using in this lecture series. Okay, so if you have to leave some space, if you have something to add in this lectures, then you can write the formulas also, can add up the formulas also. Okay, let us start with the 11th problem on the board. See the 11th problem, everyone has this. Starting with the 11th problem, 10th problem was over last lecture. We'll continue as fast as possible. Just pay attention to whatever we say. 11th problem, at a place the value of g is less by 1% than its value on the surface of the earth. Okay, we have this 11th question. At a place, at certain place, okay, the value is less. Always remember the value of the gravity will be less at 2 points, at either below the earth or either above the earth. In both the situations, the value of gravity will be less than the original value. They have given that the value is 1% less. Value of g is 1% less than the original value on the surface of the earth. Then the place is, what is that place? That means there can be two situations. So we know it can be at depth and it can be also at a height. So we have to find that depth as well as we have to find that height at which g is 1% less. So we have that technique. 1% less means what? G is equals to 1% less. That means what? G less than g. That means g dash should be equals to what? G minus 1% of g. So if this comes out to be, after calculation, g comes out to be how much? We have to solve this, and it will come 99% of g. If we have written here dividing by 100, no need to write percentage. Okay, this is g dash. Let us call this g dash. If we are calling that this place is somewhere down, then we will call it g depth. Okay, and the same uh, reduced less than 1% is also possible at the height. So we have one more thing, that is what g at height is also equals to 99% of g. So we have these two things, 1 and 2, and we have to solve these two and find the value of h and d. So quickly write down the formulas again, and once upon we'll start solving this. What is gd? Gd equals to what? G in bracket 1 minus d by r. Okay, here it is written 99 by 100 into g. Now let us solve this. Similarly, on the other hand side, what is gh? Now this is height. This height is 99, so only 1% less. That means it is not considerably less. So we will use the lesser height formula. What is that? G is equals to 1 minus 2h by r, which is equals to 99 by 100 into g. Okay, now let us see what happens. G should get cancelled with g. Similar the situation on the other side. Okay, first let us solve this series and then go for the next. Okay, g gets cancelled with g. Here this is 99 for 100. On this side it becomes 1 minus 99 by 100, and here it becomes plus d by r. Okay, this becomes how much? 1 minus 99 upon 100, it becomes 1 upon 100 is equals to d by r. Value of r, always remember, it is 6400 kilometers. 6400 kilometers. If you solve this, then you get depth is equals to 64 kilometers. So at a 60 kilometer deep inside the earth, the value will be 1% less than that of g. What is the value of g on the earth? At the surface, 9.8 meters per second squared. So 1% less than this. Calculate its 1%. How much of 9.81% is becoming, and subtract it from that. So that much value, whatever you get, might be 9.6 or 9.4 something. So that will be found at only 64 kilometers deep. Okay. Now similar reduction in gravity will happen at certain height. And what will be that height? Solving this equation, this formula you have written. Taking this 9 plus 99 on this side, 1 minus 99 by 100, and this becomes 2h by r. Solving again, this becomes 1 by 100, 2h upon 6400, 2 32s are, okay, 32 taken here, 32 upon 100 is 32, 100 upon 100. Okay, you write h becomes how much? H becomes 32 kilometers. So what you have learned from this question is that height, the value of g is same. The value of g is same. Here also it is 99%, and here also it is 99%. But the value is reduced far quickly. Far quickly it is reduced. See, it has become 99% at 32 kilometers only, whereas it had taken 64 kilometers downside. Okay, the distance is more at the bottom. This is more at the bottom. This is 64 kilometers, and this is only 32 kilometers. This is only 32 kilometers. This is small. This is big. And why this factor has come? Because here the multiplying factor is -2. Here there is no multiplying factor. Here the multiplying factor is only -1. Here the multiplying factor is -2. So it reduces at the rate 2 times faster. It is reduces 2 times faster. That means at very short distance only, its gravity becomes at very reduced value. Okay? It becomes very reduced value according to this formula. Okay. So we have used this formula here. Gh is equals to g into 1 minus 2h by r, and here we have used this formula. We are using comparison method, students. So what we have done is, we have first found on the surface of g, that is 1% less, and then we have put the value of the new height, that is at the depth we have put it, and because we have standard value of g, okay, that means we are comparing with g, 99% of g. So comparing, we have found this answer. Comparing, we have found this answer. Let's go for the next 12th question. The 12th question. So the 12th question is the radius in kilometers at which the present radius of the earth, that is 6400 kilometers, is to be compressed such that the escape velocity is increased 10 times. The earth should be compressed in order to get its escape velocity is increasing by 10%. See, earth has escape velocity found out, calculated by formula v is equals to under root 2gr. At any point at earth's surface, if you have go at a height, then escape velocity will be different according to this formula. V equals to under root 2g r. Okay. We have seen escape velocity while in definition.